Okay, today I'm going to begin to show you the 5 steps needed to owning your own vacation condo. Now, real estate agents in these areas are usually familiar with the condo hotel market. And basically, in a nutshell, what these are, when you're on vacation and you're driving down the road and you see these big high-rise resorts and you think they're hotels. Well, actually, a lot of times they're just an assortment of condos owned by individual investors, and they're available to rent out for long-term or short-term rentals, much like a hotel room. And they can actually generate a lot of revenue for the investor that owns the unit. And today, I'm going to show you how to do it. So for the last several years, this has been my area of expertise, is helping investors purchase these vacation condos to generate some revenue. I've worked with investors that have been purchasing for a long time, as well as ones that this is their first time doing it. And I wanted to put this video together just to kind of explain what you need to put down, what you can expect, how's the cash flow work, is the condo going to pay for itself? Am I going to generate a profit? Just general questions that investors are going to have before they purchase these type of properties. And this is going to be the first part of a 4-part series. So today I'm going to cover the first 2 steps just in detail, and then we'll pick up on the 3rd step in the next video. Step number 1. What is your goal? And really, there's 2 far ends of the spectrum, with a ton of people falling somewhere in the middle. So the far end is you want it all for personal use. You don't want to rent it out to anyone and maybe even allow friends and family to stay there and never charge them any substantial rental fee. If this is your goal, basically you probably want to consider maybe the location. Maybe there's a certain part of the beach that you like, certain views, or close to maybe some attractions that you want to be able to be in walking distance of. The second far end of the spectrum is it's strictly an investment. You're never going to use it. You may be thousands of miles away, and it's strictly just going to generate revenue for you. And if this is the case, you want to make sure that the type of condo you're looking at has a history of generating enough revenue on a short-term rental basis to ultimately get you the most return back on your investment. However, like I said, most people fall somewhere in the middle of these 2 spectrums. So they want to use the condo certain weeks out of the year, however, still rent it out when they're not using it just to offset some of the cost. So if you fall somewhere in the middle, one of the main things that you want to consider is the size of the condo. You want to make sure that it fits your needs, as well as do well on the rental income side. Now that you know what your goal is, you need to understand step 2, level of involvement. And when I say that, what I mean is how much do you want to be involved from a rental management perspective. And under a rental management perspective, you have 3 options. So option number 1, you can use an on-site rental management program. Option number 2, an off-site rental management program. And option number 3, you do it yourself. Okay, so option number 1, the on-site rental management program. And basically, this program operates within the resort like a hotel. So there's a front desk where your guests can pick up their keys to the unit. They have a cleaning crew a lot of times that will come take out the trash, make up the beds each and every day. They have different amenities that all the guests are allowed to use. You know, the on-site pools, restaurants, things like that. Now, this option makes it a lot less responsibility for the owner. However, you are splitting much more of the profits with this company. Typically, it's going to be about a 60-40 split, meaning that all the profit generated from the unit, you're going to get 60% of that, and the management company is going to keep 40%. Now, different resorts have different rates, but that's typically the going rate that I've seen in our area. Option number 2, the off-site rental management program. So this means that your guest will typically get a key code for the unit upon arrival, or sometimes they'll have to go to a different office located in a different area to pick up a key before they come check in to the condo. A lot of times with this, they're not going to have the room made up every day, and the company will actually just come and clean it before each next guest arrives. Now, the pros with this is a lot less splitting of the revenue. So in our area, a lot of times it's a 80-20 split, meaning you get 80% of the profits and the management company will keep 20%. Now, this can also fluctuate depending on what company you choose to go with, and their level of involvement also changes. Now, something to keep in mind, some resorts will not allow your guests to use certain amenities if you're not on the on-site rental management program. And like I said before, option 3 is you do it yourself. A lot of people don't choose this unless maybe you live close by and you're willing to go to the unit, take out the trash, do the laundry, make up the beds before each new guest comes in. Another reason for this is you're also responsible for getting the guests, creating the website, booking the unit, collecting the deposits, and so forth. So you have a pro there of you're not splitting any of the profits with a management company. However, you are less likely to get the unit booked more often. And if you stuck with me this far, please check out the next video where I'm going to cover step number 3 in detail. So be sure to subscribe for that video. Thank you for your time.